All right, happy Monday. We back at it. Everybody tap in. Let's get it. There's reportedly been tension between Ja Morant and their head coach over the past several days, and teams around the league are currently monitoring that situation that's brewing in Memphis. This comes to no surprise. We obviously saw Ja's comments the other day about talking to the coaching staff. I didn't think it was anything that crazy. I felt like you could see the frustration, but he didn't say anything out of character or to me that warranted him getting a one-game suspension. But that's what they felt, so they gave it to him. I don't agree with it. But if you look back even to prior seasons, you've seen how they've slowly started going away from Ja, especially last season with the type of offense they were running. You have a guy that excels in pick and roll, and you completely went away from that brand of basketball, which was sure to upset a player who that style of play benefits. So I can understand Ja's frustration in that, which that's something like that issue ultimately resulted in the head coach being fired or played a factor into it. Excuse me. Now, when you're looking at this season, I don't think that Ja's necessarily happy with the head coach like we see in this report here. I don't think he probably had a say in them promoting this coach to the head coach position. And I think that they've been showing Ja little instances over time that he's not really their guy, that he may be the face of the franchise, but they're not necessarily treating him as such and consulting him on things that will severely impact the franchise's future. I think they're showing him all the hidden signs that either one, if you don't get your act in order, you're going to be moved, or they're already in the process of trying to figure out how to do so. They maybe see they don't have a future with you long term and are going to try to look back to what they can get in terms of assets, which I can't really be mad at them, but I still believe in Ja, and I still think he's a great player when he's locked in, and he has a franchise that believes in him. We've all seen what he's capable of in the playoffs when the chips matter and how he can rise his level of play and be amongst the best guards in the league. So I don't like this whole Ja hate train ever since recently his comments to the coaching staff. Everyone wants to say Ja Morant is not a top 10 point guard. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it whatsoever because the kid can still play. He's in an unfortunate circumstance right now where he's at odds with the franchise. Hopefully, they're able to resolve that, which doesn't necessarily result in him being moved. But if it does, I hope he ends up in a situation where he can get a fresh start, have pieces around him that will allow him to compete at a high level. Because you could argue that Memphis hasn't necessarily been doing the best job of that. But then you could also play devil's advocate and say Ja Morant hasn't been as available as he should be, which is also true. So I understand both perspectives, but I'm curious to see what is your perspective. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that Memphis is making the wrong decision and basically ultimately trying to inquire if they would potentially move Ja or if they should move on from him? Do you think they should Ja is going to continue to be the face of this franchise? He can eventually lead them to a championship, or do you think they should go down another route, find another up and coming guy and build around him? Hey, please let me know. Let's have some debate. It is what it is.